Hi and welcome everyone, thanks for dropping in my YouTube channel. Here are the game results today, season standings update and game schedule tomorrow for 2025 to 2026 NBA regular season. For today's game results: in first game, after a wild game with multiple players and coach ejected, the Detroit Pistons snapped Charlotte's 9-game winning streak with the score of 110 to 104. And here are the box score for Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham leading the game with 33 points, 7 assists and 9 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Duncan Robinson with 18 points. And here are the box score for Charlotte Hornets. Brandon Miller leading the game with 24 points, followed by the second leading scorers, which are LaMelo Ball and Con Newpel with 20 points and 3 assists each. For the second game, the Orlando Magic beat the Milwaukee Bucks with the score of 118-99. And here are the box score for Orlando Magic. Anthony Black leading the game with 26 points and 5 boards, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Desmond Bane with 25 points. And here are the box score for Milwaukee Bucks. Kevin Porter Jr. leading the game with 28 points and 7 assists, followed by the second leading scorer, which is AJ Green with 15 points and 6 boards. For the third game, the Utah Jazz beat the Miami Heat with the score of 115-111. And here are the box score for Utah Jazz. Jaren Jackson Jr. leading the game with 22 points and 5 boards, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Lauri Markkanen with 17 points and 8 boards. And here are the box score for Miami Heat. Andrew Wiggins leading the game with 26 points and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Bam Adebayo with 23 points, 5 assists and 11 boards. For the fourth game, the Brooklyn Nets beat the Chicago Bulls with the score of 123-115, behind huge nights from Nicholas Claxton and rookie Nolan Traore. And here are the box score for Brooklyn Nets. Nicholas Claxton leading the game with a double-double performance of 28 points and 10 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Nolan Traore with a double-double performance as well, with 13 points and 13 assists. And here are the box score for Chicago Bulls. Noah Clowney leading the game with 22 points and 6 boards, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Drake Powell with 14 points. For the fifth game, the New Orleans Pelicans beat the Sacramento Kings with the score of 120-94. And here are the box score for New Orleans Pelicans. Trey Murphy III leading the game with 21 points and 7 assists. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Zion Williamson with 18 points, 6 assists and 5 boards. And here are the box score for Sacramento Kings. Maxime Reynaud leading the game with a huge double-double performance of 21 points and 19 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Russell Westbrook with 17 points. For the sixth game, the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Atlanta Hawks with the score of 138-116. And here are the box score for Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards leading the game with 30 points, 6 assists and 6 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Ayo Dosunmu with 21 points. And here are the box score for Atlanta Hawks. CJ McCollum leading the game with 38 points, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 23 points, 5 assists and 12 boards. For the seventh game, the Cleveland Cavaliers came back to beat the Denver Nuggets with the score of 119-117 behind clutch shots from new star duo James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. And here are the box score for Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell leading the game with 32 points and 10 assists. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is James Harden with 22 points, 7 assists and 10 boards. And here are the box score for Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic leading the game with a triple-double performance of 22 points, 11 assists and 14 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jamal Murray with 17 points, 11 assists and 8 boards. For the eighth game, the Portland Trail Blazers duo went off in limited minutes, behind 30 points on 8 threes as a career high from Toumani Camara, as they beat the Philadelphia 76ers with the score of 135-118. And here are the box score for Portland Trail Blazers. Toumani Camara leading the game with 30 points, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Deni Avdija with 26 points, 8 assists and 10 boards. And here are the box score for Philadelphia 76ers.
Tyrese Maxey leading the game with 30 points, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Kelly Oubre Jr. with 19 points.
For the ninth game, the Golden State Warriors beat the Memphis Grizzlies with the score of 114-113.
And here are the box score for Golden State Warriors. Pat Spencer leading the game with 17 points and 7 assists. Followed by the second leading scorers, which are Gui Santos, Al Horford, and Brandon Podziemski with 16 points each. And here are the box score for Memphis Grizzlies. Ty Jerome leading the game with 19 points and 7 assists. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jamai Mashek with 17 points.
For the last and 10th game, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Los Angeles Lakers with the score of 119-110.
And here are the box score for Oklahoma City Thunder. Jalen Williams leading the game with 23 points, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Isaiah Joe with 19 points. And here are the box score for Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James leading the game with 22 points, 10 assists and 6 boards, followed by the second leading scorer, which is Marcus Smart with 19 points. And here are the NBA standings in Eastern Conference.
The Detroit Pistons still leading the first spot with the standing of 39 wins and 13 losses.
The second spot is the New York Knicks with 34 wins and 19 losses.
The third spot is the Boston Celtics with 34 wins and 19 losses. The fourth spot is the Cleveland Cavaliers with 33 wins and 21 losses. The fifth spot is the Toronto Raptors with 32 wins and 22 losses.
The sixth spot is the Philadelphia 76ers with 30 wins and 23 losses.
The seventh spot is the Orlando Magic with 28 wins and 24 losses. The eighth spot is the Miami Heat with 28 wins and 27 losses. The ninth spot is the Atlanta Hawks with 26 wins and 29 losses. The 10th spot is the Charlotte Hornets with 25 wins and 29 losses. The 11th spot is the Chicago Bulls with 24 wins and 30 losses. The 12th spot is the Milwaukee Bucks with 21 wins and 30 losses. The 13th spot is the Brooklyn Nets with 15 wins and 37 losses. The 14th spot is the Washington Wizards with 14 wins and 38 losses. And for the 15th spot is the Indiana Pacers with 13 wins and 40 losses. And for the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder still leading the first spot with the standing of 41 wins and 13 losses. The second spot is the San Antonio Spurs with 36 wins and 16 losses. The third spot is the Denver Nuggets with 34 wins and 20 losses. The fourth spot is the Houston Rockets with 32 wins and 19 losses. The fifth spot is the Los Angeles Lakers with 32 wins and 20 losses. The sixth spot is the Minnesota Timberwolves with 33 wins and 22 losses. The seventh spot is the Phoenix Suns with 31 wins and 22 losses. The eighth spot is the Golden State Warriors with 29 wins and 25 losses. The ninth spot is the Portland Trail Blazers with 26 wins and 28 losses. The 10th spot is the Los Angeles Clippers with 25 wins and 27 losses. The 11th spot is the Memphis Grizzlies with 20 wins and 32 losses. The 12th spot is the Dallas Mavericks with 19 wins and 33 losses. The 13th spot is the Utah Jazz with 17 wins and 37 losses. The 14th spot is the New Orleans Pelicans with 15 wins and 40 losses. And for the 15th spot is the Sacramento Kings with 12 wins and 43 losses. For the last portion, here are the 4 games scheduled for tomorrow, February 11th at Wednesday morning, Philippine time. For the first game at 8 a.m., it's Knicks against the Pacers. For the second game at 9 a.m., it's Rockets against the Clippers. For the third game at 10 a.m., it's Suns against the Mavericks. For the last and fourth game at 11:30 a.m., it's Lakers against the Spurs. Thanks for watching.